Hello, Nigerians. Good morning once again. This is Lolo Nneka Chimensi. This morning, I want to talk about the state of the nation. For some time now, we've been shouting and screaming about insecurity in Nigeria. And the press has been diverting attention, and there are observations that the press is not making. I don't know if Nigerians observe that since 2023, our president took over seat of power, insecurity has just, dropped in the Southwest. Why? And the Southwest is not as militarized as the North and the Southeast, and yet they enjoy this peace. Southwest is usually very exposed to violence. In fact, if truth be told, if not that the Southwest is using media to downplay what goes on around them, and use propaganda to hype what goes on around other people, and they are fond of prognosing into other people's affairs and then covering their own affairs. They are vulnerable to mayhem, to lack of rule of law. I'm sure if the Agro boys all over Lagos and in the Southwest is in the Southeast, we will not hear what the Yorubas will not allow us to have peace. Assuming the Agros, what the Agros and the courts boys are doing in Lagos, Ogun State, and other parts of Yoruba land, I'm sure if it is in the Southeast, the press would have gone agog. But it is in their own abode they downplay it. If you walk all over Lagos, if you live in Lagos, you have this sense of insecurity around you. Just let your car break down anywhere around Lagos. Within minutes, you will see like 10 Agro boys circle you around. And then one will ask, how have they managed to maintain this level of security, even with these rough boys around them? Now, that brings me to what I'm trying to say. Does it mean that if the government of the day wants to stop insecurity, they can, if they can maintain security in Lagos? So what is the secret? Maintain security in Ogun State, in Ekiti State, in Ondo State, in Osun State. Now, Kwara, you can't really say they own Kwara. Now, if the federal government can maintain security in these states, why can't they maintain security in other regions? Especially the Southeast region that has been known to be very peaceful. Is it that, just like I alleged, that the federal government is the one sponsoring the insecurity in other parts of Nigeria? So why is Southwest well secured? For a city like Lagos, from what is happening, I think one would think that the insecurity will be more. So why have Southwest, ever since the president took over power, been peaceful with all the rough young men in their midst? And then Southeast, that was relatively very peaceful, that has been peaceful from the word go, all of a sudden turned into a war zone, into an area where kidnapping has suddenly calmed down in the Southwest. Fulani herdsmen attackers suddenly calmed down in the Southwest. And bandits have suddenly moved to Southeast, and the excuse is IPOB. Now, IPOB is the only organization that is known to be peaceful, not to be violent. But, of course, the media space of Nigeria keeps on hyping it. You know, the Yorubas, they will leave what is happening in their own land and then hype, using lies, propaganda to hype what is happening in other places. Now, that brings me to why my headline, why I said the selfishness of the South, the greed of the Southwest, the selfishness of Southeast politicians, and the foolishness of the North. The only area you will move to now and have peace is Southwest. And Southwest understand the importance of population. What we don't understand is population is what drives the economy. Lagos is the worst place you can live in Nigeria, but why is everybody running to Lagos? Because of the population. And the Yorubas have understood that population, so all they need is the population. They don't need to work. When the population comes, they'll start taxing you, they'll start grabbing what you make. They have suddenly can see how they are planning to grab what you both have in Lagos. All of a sudden, Lagos is now Yoruba land, and they forgot that everything that was used to develop Lagos is gotten from Southeast and then Midwest. The whole development in Abuja and Lagos, the money is from the Southeast and the Midwest. And then they don't have conscience. My problem with Europe, they don't have conscience and they don't have shame. They use my money to build your third mainland bridge, Gulf War, the fuel that was sold from Gulf War. And then you are telling me it's your land. They use our money to develop your city in the guise of one Nigeria. And all of a sudden, when it's time for us to enjoy it, it's no longer one Nigeria, it's now Southwest. If it were to be Igbos, maybe Lagos is Enugu and Igbos are doing what Yorubas are doing. By now, all the international communities would have been in Lagos. We don't know how to hype. We don't know how to make noise, carry propaganda. And I don't think we should. I think what Igbos should do is to bring out the truth and confront them with the truth. Truth have a way of damaging things. If we have more of us confronting them with the truth, it will damage all these lies. Now, when APC and they formed APC, they have one thing in mind, to continue jihad. But the Hausas don't know that their Yoruba friends does not have that in mind. What they have in mind is to develop their Southwest. And how can they do that? By pulling population to Southwest. So while the Hausas think, and the Hausas can give anything to have Nigeria, Islamized. So they don't mind if their region is destroyed. Like the Hausa lady that is talking, he said they don't care about comfort. That is the Igbos that are crazy about comfort. They can destroy cities. So for them, if it means destroying the whole of North to get it Islamized, they will do that. And you think the Yorubas will allow you to Islamize Nigeria, to Islamize them? Even the Muslim, yourself, at the Hausas, I'm talking to you now. The so-called Muslim too, you two attend. You know that Yorubas don't really, it's not about the Muslim, it's about what they can get. Yorubas are more loyal to their tribe than any religion. The Christians among them, look at what Ayodele is doing. Primate Ayodele is doing. He is ready to run his church so that the power will remain in Southwest, so that they continue to build their region. He knows that church can come tomorrow, but their region cannot come tomorrow. Why don't you ask yourself the Hausas for Adeboye, Pastor Enoch Adeboye and Pastor Tunde Bakari to stand in the pulpit and be cursing a fellow Christian? It's not about Christianity, it's not about Buhari, it's not about church, it's about their region. And they eventually get it. Did you see them talk again? Did you see them shout again? And you think they are together. Now, what the Yorubas want to do is to, before Hausas have power. The Yorubas, now they are team follow. Now, they want to take that power from Hausas. And look at now, they are trying to gather the Igbo selfish politicians. The Igbo selfish, they will use them to stand, to fight the Hausas and grab the power. Then they will also go back to the Hausas to fight the Igbos, to maintain power. And in this confusion, the Yorubas flourish in the midst of confusion. If anybody should put this country in a manner it will work, the Yoruba's land would be destroyed. So they like the confusion they are causing here and there. So what is the confusion they are causing now? And they know they don't have the ability to think out of the box to create new things. They want to use the opportunity to build their nation and bring people from all walks of life to stay, like you have in America, like you have in Britain, to build their nation. Nothing concerns Yoruba with this your so-called Nigeria. They are using the Nigerian entrenchment to build their own nation. That is what is happening. And the Hausas, you think you are using the Yorubas to control the South. They are using you to build their economy and also destroying your own at the same time. Now, what is happening now? What the Hausas don't know that most of the serious businessmen, just like it happened in the east, in the north, it's moving to the southwest because this is the only region that is relatively peaceful right now. People from Plateau, they will move their children to southwest and move their business. And now, if you look at how will you know, they say that Lagos is the fastest growing economy. How? Because population is moving in, people are moving in their businesses in the north. They've destroyed Southeast finish. They use you to make you believe that you are going to carry out jihad in the southeast. And then they push you to contract outside the Igbo. Outside went into southeast and started destroying the economy of southeast, and people started moving to Lagos. And now when he came in, he disengaged as Sadiq. That was how I started revealing your secrets. Although we wouldn't know, this was the top secret you did with our governors, our selfish politicians, moving this guy underground and blackmailing our children. They were yearning to free us from their treachery, from the Yoruba treachery, their cheating, their selfishness. But as foolish, our selfish politicians gave in, and they came in and destroyed. Because Igbos, we've noticed them and we want to go back home and invest. They use our selfish politicians and use you foolish Hausas to engage someone you think will come and take our land from us. Move them to south, is ravaged, killed. The moment he came in, he disengaged Asaride Cable. That was how Asaride went to China's television to expose the evil you did in the southeast. And now, let me tell you what the southwest is doing. In Benue today, go there, most serious businessmen has moved to Lagos. A flat in Lagos, a 2-bedroom flat in Lagos today is 3 million. How much is it in Kano? How much is it in Kaduna? How much is it in Anambra? How much is it in Enugu? How much is it in Port Harcourt? 4 million. And regular, if you go to someone like Ireland and Ikoyi, you get it from 15 to 20 million. You are building their economy and they are destroying yours. You think you have sense. They are using you. In the north now, business has gone totally down. And it is booming in the southwest. Let me ask you, why is it that in the whole Nigeria, are you saying that there are no Christians in the southwest? That the bandits can attack? Are you saying that there are no churches the bandit can burn in the southwest? Because the president decided to protect southwest and allow other regions to burn. If he wants to stop the insecurity today, he will. But stopping the insecurity means stopping the movement of people to southwest, because they understand that population is what drives the economy. And the Yorubas, how selfish, greedy, and wicked they are. They can't go unless they destroy another person. They recently they've chased Igbos away from banks, from all the civil service. It's not enough. They now want to collect business. And they have to blackmail them. Boko recently came out and have to use Igbo to tell their people not to buy from Igbo. And somehow foolish Hausa people will come here and be calling Igbo. By the time they take over power, they will show you pepper. Igbos go better because you know how to stand up against them. So I'm calling on the selfish Igbo politicians. A Tinubu will build you and ruin you and destroy you. So, politicians of Igbo extraction, I'm advising you to go and do a meeting and return Igbo land the way it is, peaceful. We have never challenged you. We have never